What's up, Xado Mob? It's KaiFrozt back at you with another video, spiritual liberation. This one is going to be elaborating for those of you that know what book of shadows are, and for those of you that's really interested in going into detail with spirituality. This is another tool, another witchy tool for you to utilize if you so choose. Now, what is a book of shadows? A classic piece of personal development and belief in witchcraft and Wiccan culture. It's called a Book of Shadows. You know, I stay with my little helper. In case if you see me looking somewhere else besides inside the camera, my mind is different. So I got my sticky notes. You know, I don't have sticky notes. I have a little handy natty notebook. Maybe one of us gonna get a clue. Alright. Here on out, let's go. A Book of Shadows hold many secrets of interest associated with the practitioner, such as rituals, recipes, poems, spell success, spell progress, other creative prospects, and inspirations. Okay? Yeah. Our creativity and guidance of self-recreation emits from a Book of Shadow, refreshing our memory as a witch or any magical practitioner or anyone that is diving into a craft. Yeah, it's one of the main significance of Book of Shadows, similar to a witchy kind of diary. So it records and collects information, or you document things inside of it in short times. Well, short, to sum it up. Some witches prefer their Book of Shadows burned. Some prefer to be buried after death. Some prefer to have it passed down to their baby witches or their family when they're gone. Other significance of a Book of Shadows is to be able to communicate with other witches. It's little things that you can put in the Book of Shadows to help communicate with self, and anyone who you share a page with, or the whole book. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into all of that later. When you stay tuned to my videos, I'm going to get into all that. But for right now, this is what it is. Some witches craft their Book of Shadows with codes, encrypting them from their sets of knowledge for a specific purpose. Meaning, there's different type of witches out there. There's different type of practices out there. Different type of witchy beliefs, codes of ethics, and certain rules and laws. So each type of witch and each individual witch, as well as each coven of witches, each cult, has different sets. Like, for example, you may be a witch, but you might practice alchemy, or you may be a witch and you practice like Taoism, yin and yang, and stuff like that. An alchemist type of witch that practice alchemy, for the most part, mainly, may not understand the signs and symbols and words of a witch that's involved in like the yin and yang aspect of nature in the universe. So yeah, many signs and symbols are scribbled down and placed on certain pages to tell other witches and themselves why that page exists inside of their Book of Shadows. These signs are commonly called sigils. Okay. The sigils aren't they could be considered like alphabet or drawings, depending on how detailed they are. I know some magic users and some people that practice spirituality, they keep their sigils simple, but there's others that actually create whole images out of sigils. And these sigils hold meaning and they hold power. I may make a video about that very soon. Maybe like two or three videos after this one gets posted. I'm gonna make one about sigils, at least introducing the sigils and what they are and what they do. I'm not gonna make a video about how to make them or charge them or none of that, but just introductions. This is my channel, and my channel is fairly new. We're gonna take our time with things. I want everybody to follow me as we progress. So in case any new people come to my channel and want to learn what we're currently learning, they always got the resources of my old videos to catch up with. That's why I'm taking my time and just doing introduction to a lot of these things. So moving forward, flipping the page. Book of Shadows vary in sizes based on what the practitioner values as important enough. Your Book of Shadows has no size requirements, does not have to be overly big or very minute or minimal. They really vary on what you want to learn and what you have learned about self and your environment and others, you know. It's some things that you actually enjoy for entertainment, but you might not actually want to study and apply to your life and overall persona. You know, you don't want to take it in fully to make it a part of your life or life itself. So yeah, this Book of Shadows is things that you want to apply to life and self and your subconscious to be able to do things without really thinking about it and know things without really having to have a deep thought about it, you know. This is kind of what this does. It's like making a textbook for yourself kind of thing. So your textbook don't have to be big, don't have to be small. It's just is yours, you know. You can write in different languages. Yeah, it's a really cool aspect. You see the tile in the back. I just got it up there because it's a tile in the back. So, so yeah, it's kind of distracting to me, but it helps for me to stay focused. Moving forward, your Book of Shadows doesn't have to be accessed often, nor does it have to be private or public. You know, I know some people feel like they have to publicly announce they have a Book of Shadows or have to put out information about the Book of Shadows to seem authentic. There's no need for approval, and there's no need to be ashamed or guilty for having one. That last part, I only say that if you're not in danger of being who you are. You know, if you feel like you're in danger, you gotta do whatever you have to do. There's people out here that don't really approve of our lifestyle. No matter how normalized we make it, there will always be a set of resistance, and there will always be a set of oppositions, even within the community. Yeah, everywhere you go, human nature, it seems like, has appropriated this thing called toxicity. It means they don't accept or approve of anything that's not them. So Yeah, many of us know that feeling already. Outside of the craft itself, just believing and expressing yourself and feeling a type of way and looking a type of way. We all have to go through that. I won't say it's right or even necessary, but it's something that we go through until people can really move aside their ego and expectations. I won't consider them wrong for that, because that's their belief and that's a part of their journey, to understand and accept that other people may have different beliefs than you. So find a place where you belong, and if you can't find a place, make a place. This is making a book of shadows is could be your start if you haven't started another way. Any place is a good place to start as long as you start in somewhere. Even if your first witchy thing to do is not making a book of shadows, you're still on your path. You're still on your journey. There's no steps to it. It's really like a jump in and go somewhere, and wherever you go is wherever you're going, and wherever you go next is where another tool to help you go to another place after that. You might start off at letter A, end up at letter B, and letter B take you to letter C. You don't got to be stuck on A. You don't have to go directly to B. You can go directly to like G. I'm just using these as like points. You know what I'm saying? Like not more so alphabet, but more so points on a map. If you're traveling, there's no route unless you make it a route. There's no route unless you create that path for yourself. You have a plan for yourself on how to travel, where to travel to, and what you want to do when you get there. It's all personalized. Witches are not the only ones with Book of Shadows. Many other practitioners from different walks of life, beliefs, and spiritual practices use something similar to document their journey. Book of Shadows is a tool designated as an assistant, a guide, a refresher, a scribe, similar to a Pokédex in a Pokemon game. This witchy tool can be physical, electronic, many are audible. Anything you need, every way you need it. Anything you need, every way you want it. It is how you make it. I know many of us heard that. In case you haven't heard that, life is what you make it. And there's really one rule. I would say it's flawed, but it is accurate, because we still have earthly laws and universal laws and natural phenomena that occurs that may cause us to twist and turn. So we might not be able to go straight like how we planned, but we can go as straight as possible that we plan. You might not accomplish all your goals and all your plans, but for the most part, you can follow the you can follow it out and still be taking the steps necessary to get to where you want to go. That's that video. Like I always say, nothing in this life is permanent. Everything in this world is temporary. We own nothing. You are more than what you imagine you are. You are more than what any person in the earth says you are. You can do more than what you believe. You just gotta open your mind. Okay? If nobody else said it, if you never heard it said to you, I'm proud of you. You're perfect how you are, and we gonna be alright. We gonna be good. We all good. We are perfect how we are, and we gonna get even better. You don't gotta love yourself. Somebody gonna love you. But you don't have to hate yourself. Somebody gonna hate you. Okay? Everything you need in this world, in this life, everywhere you go, it's always gonna be there for you. You don't gotta look too far, no matter where you at. Okay? Signing off, KaiFrozt. See you later, Xado Mob.